All right, what's up, everybody? We back at it again. My boy Zay told me I gotta do a film on Carson Beck from the UF game because he concerned about the interceptions. I read a lot what's going on. Everybody's kind of concerned how he's gone from being a top 5, top 10 guy for the next April draft. You know, he's gone from being probably either QB1 or QB2 to now people are questioning who is he for real, right? There's been a lot of questions about Carson Beck since Brock Bowers and Ladd McConkey have left to go to the NFL, and you see they're respectively balling in the AFC West as well. So when you're watching some of these on film, it does make you scratch your head. I think he had multi-picks versus Texas, I think Mississippi State, and then we know the Bama picks too. But some of these balls you could say are kind of questionable throws. Some of them looks like he's not really reading the defense completely. And some of it looks like he's just overconfident in his arm. I think he thinks at times he can make some of these throws that he honestly can't make. You know, some of the ball velocity and trajectory that you need, some of the throws that you see Quinn Ewers be able to make, or some of the throws you see in Cam Ward, or even Shadur, or even Dylan Gabriel, they get a little bit more velocity on the ball than Carson's getting on this ball right now, and it's showing a lot. So just go to the first clip. This wasn't an interception, but in the NFL, this is an interception, right? So if you see it right here, the Florida, who's this guy right here? I think he's number 0 if I'm not mistaken. But we got this guy right here. He is going to read the dig. As soon as he sees the dig go inside from number 2, in the NFL, that guy's going to work outwards. He's going to look inside, see if anybody's crossing face. Nobody's coming across cross face. Right then and there in the NFL, that guy most likely, right? He would already be about right here maybe. You know, probably right here, best case scenario, right there, worst case scenario. Either way, this guy is going to take that ball that way, right? All that green grass over there. He gone. He gone to the crib on that one. It's a crib call. But he doesn't make the play right there. You know, not all these guys are going to make those NFL type of plays because not everybody playing is an NFL type of guy, right? So you see it right here, like right there. Soon as this dig clears him right there, he's going to already start working out right before that because he's on top of it. He has help inside, and this guy's here. But even if he's going to throw this dig, he has 2 help inside, right? He got 2 guys there. You got the mic, and then I think this was the edge guy, if I'm not mistaken, that they dropped back in a look like some sort of exotic look. But he's going to break on that. That's a pick in the NFL. And this was 2nd and 9, first quarter, 4:15, right? So early trend I'm seeing from this game so far with Carson was he's throwing a lot of picks early in the down, right? Very early in the down. So you're going to see here, 1st and 10, started the second quarter, basically 14 minutes. I don't know what he thought he was. I don't know what he thought he saw on this play because this guy was lurking, right? We're going to look at it again when they're going to show the all 22 part of this. But you're going to see right here, everybody got their back turned to the quarterback, right? Everybody does. That's guarding somebody individually. Everybody has their back turned to the quarterback. So you're going to see this guy roll middle of the field a little bit more. And you're going to see him roll a little bit further out. And he's not really guarding anybody. But he's just kind of waiting on somebody to break, right? And lo and behold, he knew what he was doing because he baited him and got back underneath, right? As soon as that guy got upfield, it was a baited throw. He was just sitting there waiting, right? This 28, he was just sitting there waiting. He was standing in front of the guy. It's almost like he knew Beck wanted to throw this ball deep. is almost like that. Because right here, you know, you don't see anybody over here. He's just staying on top of it, lets him run by him, has help over top, right? It wasn't a scramble drill. It wasn't anything exotic look-wise. It was literally just a baited throw. That guy, 28, knew that he had help over the top. So I'm going to let this guy get behind me for 2 seconds. We're going to make it look like he open, whatever the case may be on that. But that's something at that part. If you don't have anybody open, you can't throw that on the rope and you can't scramble. You got to just get rid of it. It was first down. You play to the next down, right? You got to protect the ball, especially quarterback in the SEC, quarterback in the Big Ten. It don't matter where you quarterbacking in major college football or even down to high school, wherever. You have to protect the ball. It's too early in the down. I mean, it's too early in the downs at that point to not just get rid of it, airmail it. You know, you at home in Duval, just throw it to your family in the crowd, play for second down at that point. You got a talented roster, right? So we're going to get back to another part. This 1st and 10 again, second quarter. 11:52 is when I think he throws a pick here, if I'm not mistaken. Because I don't know what he was looking at here. And you're going to see it a little bit on not the all 22. You're going to see a little bit from the different camera angle on this as well. But I don't know if he thought that he could throw this ball maybe to I don't know who. You see that you got the rock. That ain't the same guy. But he picked it. You see it's a receiver. I think that's David Bell or that's Bell 86 right there. But it's a Florida defender and trail on him. And it was somebody else in the same area, right? So did he think that, and Kirby got to tell him, hey, bro, chill out, bro. But did he think that he could fit this ball, right, in between 3 defenders right there? That's a throw that I think that he's thinking my arm is a lot better than what people think it is and what I think it is. So I'm going to make this throw anyways. He makes it. He throws it to a Gator, right? And he take the other way, you know, Kirby like, hey, you at home, big dog, chill out. You know, that's the other thing with this game that kind of threw everybody off is Carson Beck from Duval. You playing in Duval. This is a home game for you. You supposed to be chilling. Mandarin about, 20, 25 minutes away from the stadium. So this is home, you know. Get to it again. We got a 3rd and 10. We're going in the half. Just about 55 seconds left. Georgia has no timeouts, so he's pushing it. And another thing, if you haven't noticed, a lot of these picks are coming on plus territory side of the field. So you in the plus. This is where you supposed to eat right here. And that should have been a pick. Realistically, that should have been a pick, right? And it's the same thing as before. You know, Florida's playing a little bit off. Not too far off, but they're not pressing. They playing more, you know, we're going to see what you're going to do. Reading it. This guy drops it, which is okay. You know, it's not like you don't have to make every single play in the world. But he drops that. That's a pick. That is a pick. On 3rd and 10, that's a pick, right? That's Florida ball. You don't get 3 points there, and you going in the half at least down 10-3. Right? And that's on 3rd and 10. So he threw this pick on 2nd and 9. And I think this was one, if not, I can't remember the other territory on this one. But this one wasn't necessarily in plus territory, but you're driving to be in plus territory, right? 3rd quarter. First time you touch the ball, if I'm not mistaken, and gets hit, which is okay. You got hit, right? You're going to get hit as football. But you can't get rid of this ball right there. And this is the thing that you're going to see with him on this pick, why I think that he thinks his arm talent is a little bit more than what it really is. Right here, you're going to see after they get out of this camera angle, you're going to see where his eyes was, right? So I thought at first he was looking either at this guy or maybe when you first watched the game, you thinking maybe he was going to flip his hips and do that. But when he got hit right here, you kind of knew he wanted to go here, right? He wanted to go, he thought that this guy was going to get here before this safety got there or before your linebacker in the middle of the field or your safety right here that's playing middle of the field. Not necessarily like middle of the field deep, but, you know, he's playing the seam and the hooks on right here, right? He's playing seam to hook, if that. But he gets deep enough, he thinking it's a duck. He already knew it was a duck. And he's underneath it. They're going to catch that ball either way. Once again, you got all this here. You got your defender, like I said, he's playing about seam hole-ish area. What do you have, right? Read your safeties. You got to look, see your safeties. Okay, I got safeties there. We got our mic here. Where my alignment? Everybody playing what? Everybody getting depth, man. He throw it right to this man. You can see his eyes right here. You can see he's not looking to the receiver that was over here that was already sitting down in the zone. He's looking downfield, right? You can see it by the eyes. And you can clearly see it's only one person running downfield. He looking here. You can see it. He's not looking right here. He's not looking he's not looking there. He's not looking here. He looking for that home run ball. You know, like when you play baseball, everything don't got to be a home run. Sometimes you got to get on base. Sometimes you got to make contact. And he looking to throw that, boom, get hit. That wouldn't have made it there either way. 14-6, or one of them is taking that. You know they're going to take that. No pun intended on that either. But that ball going with the Gators on that one, right? So this another one that is just a bad ball placement as well from Carson on this one, right? He drops back. They in the red zone plus territory. Bad ball placement. Now, some people are going to say he didn't put it out in front of him because he didn't want to get his guy hurt. His guy hurt either way. Right? So right here, if you're the quarterback and you're telling he has to put it a little bit further out. These NFL DBs, that's an incompletion. They're going to knock that out if they don't get back underneath that and pick that, right? So you got to put a little bit further out, let him make a clean catch to be able to get down. This is one of them things, you know, that's a ball placement issue. This pick, when is the pick? Yeah. One of these picks like this one, this is just, I think my arm is a lot better because there's no way that he did not see 3 white jerseys with orange helmets right here in the middle of the field, right? That's just I think my arm's better than what it is. I'm going to fit this ball in there. You're not going to get that. And just like, it's like they're not giving him like a lot of trap coverage. Like this was a trap. Don't get me wrong. But it really wasn't. He just acted like he was going to leave him open. And that's just good recovery. He got back underneath the ball. If he don't get underneath that, that's still an incompletion. He's not catching that ball with the safety over top. Look at the safety. Safety coming to knock it out his hand anyways, even if he get back there. And then, like I said before, you just go back. That one should have been a pick. And it's just, I think that's bad ball placement for one, because first of all, it's a bad throw. You got 3 jerseys there. You can't put it behind them or it's a pick. You can't lead them or it's a pick. And you can't get that ball there where you want to get it on a rope or it's a pick. That should have been picked, right? Ends up being incompletion. It's just bad throws and bad ball placement. And the thing that's the killer for Georgia right now is that this isn't pressing the issue downfield. We're down 28-0 to Bama. You know, you're playing versus an improved Florida defense, right? I know everybody gave Billy Napier and all them hell all offseason long about how they were going to be so terrible this year. But all the Florida losses have come to ranked teams, especially teams that were ranked in the top 10 at the time in which they lost, or teams that were ranked in the top 10 up until this week until Texas A&M just got the plunger to South Carolina. But all these picks are coming. He's just trying to press the issue too much. You trying to get it somewhere it don't need to be. It's okay to take the check down. You can't go broke taking a profit, right? You cannot go broke taking a profit. And I don't know, sometimes in these off seasons, like right here, he there's no way you're gonna make this throw. I think about when I watch some of these throws, I think about that Patrick Ewing when he said to the guy he's coaching at Georgetown, he said, "You take that shot. Do you practice that shot? Like, do you practice this throw? Right? Do you practice a throw? You trying to fit it in the window when you're gonna have a safety?" When you're gonna have, you're gonna have a safety lurking to get over here on top of that, and then you're gonna have your inside. I don't know if he's a linebacker or a safety because you couldn't see the alignment all the way before, but he's playing the hole. He's playing seam, hole, hook. He's just getting deep at this point. You can see he's just working for depth. He's working for depth because he's gonna carry that route. He's carrying that route. He's working for depth. If anything, if you're going to throw a risky throw it here. Make this guy get his money at least. Don't just, don't get hit and just throw it up. But this is improvable, right? It's not like this is a lost cause for him. It's just better ball security, and just you got to take the profit. You just got to take the profit. Be check down Charlie. It doesn't matter. The problem is with a lot of these, I think with some of these quarterbacks right now, just what I see, in college at least, I think some of them are trying to prove that they have that arm talent that people are, I would say, thinking they're lacking. So they're trying to make plays they don't need to make. It's okay to take the profit. Take that check down. Right there, right? The same guy you threw the pick to, you could have threw the dig. Could through that dig, or you could have just threw the check to what was that, Arian Smith, if I'm not mistaken, or whoever number 11 is right there. Just throw it. You put that outside shoulder right here, right? This linebacker has to fight through him to get there. You put an outside shoulder. He's not gonna come down and pick that, but he'll probably get a hit, or just throw it right here to your guy. Wait for the dead to clear, but you really couldn't wait for the dead to clear on this one. Don't get me wrong, because you're getting pressure, but throw the check down. It's, 2nd and 9? You throw that. Where was the line of scrimmage? Okay, the first down was about the 50. He's at least going to get a year. So you live to see another down. You live to see 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4. Manageable playbook open. Instead, you give them the ball. Fixable things. Georgia will figure it out. And I hope they do. Because they need that. Their defense is playing too amazing to keep getting these gimmies. These are 500 jackpot balls. Remember when you little, you used to play jackpot, you throw it up, or you play 500, throw it 350, you name out numbers, you throw it up. That's what he's throwing up. I think he can fix it. You got to settle down, play within the confines of the offense. That's why Stetson Bennett was successful at Georgia. He knew who he was. He knew he did not have the greatest arm talent in the world. He knew he was not the most athletic quarterback, but he knew when this play is called, these are my reads. If that's not there, I can tuck and get 2 yards, or I get rid of the ball and air mail it. Carson Beck can do the same. He going to need to for Georgia to continue the success they having this year. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.